just because Zambia is a quiet country doesn't mean that it's not developed, and it also doesn't mean that it's poor.
Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of She is Africa podcast. I am so excited today. You have no idea. Like, it's been months and months of planning and preparation, and now this is finally a reality. And today is especially exciting because I have a special guest, someone I like to refer to as the true African, because this lady is Congolese but was born and brought up in Zambia, and now she's back in Rwanda, East Africa, for her education. So she went from East Africa to Southern Africa, and now she's back in East Africa. Welcome, Miss Esther Sarah Wendo, to the show. Hi, Es.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
How do you feel being here?
Oh my God, I feel nervous because
Tell me
this
about
is my first time
I
being
know.
on camera for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
And you're going to be our first guest, actually. How do you feel about that?
for me, it's such a very big honor to be the very first guest because I will set the tone for the whole podcast.
Exactly. We're glad to
Yeah.
have you here. Okay, so as we start, right, I want you to give us a brief introduction of yourself. Like, let us know you beyond what we're seeing. Let us know who S is.
Okay. So I'm a child, a female child, mostly. Okay. I was born and raised in Zambia, but all my parents are Congolese. They were born and raised in Congo, DRC, and then they came in Zambia in the 1990s.
Oh,
somewhere
wow.
there, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm the middle child. I have older brothers and little siblings too. So
Okay.
yeah, I was born and raised in Zambia, grew up with the culture, but you just know how it is.
Yeah.
You have Congolese parents, but you're living in another country.
land, yes.
Yeah.
Well, how did you guys actually find yourself in Zambia? Because you went all the way from Eastern Africa to Southern Africa. It's weird, no offense, but like, I've never seen anyone actually make that kind of migration, and you had these people actually migrate to Zambia. So what led your parents to actually move to Zambia?
From my interaction with my parents, I can say it's their parents. So my grandparents.
Oh, okay. So your
Yeah.
parents were also born in Zambia?
No, they were born in Congo and then they actually met here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So
see.
like
Wow.
when they came in Zambia, they came with their respective families and then they met here and the
Zambia.
love
Okay.
story bloomed from
Oh, was it
Zambia.
what that led them to move from Congo to Zambia? Or?
Yeah, I think it's the wars and also my dad's job.
Okay.
Yeah, he was for my dad he was referred here as a miner because like he used to work in the mines, and then for my mom it was the wars.
Okay.
So like my grandfather, he decided to bring his family to Zambia before things got very serious.
Okay. So will you say you're more Congolese or Zambian?
I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I think when I'm home, I take myself to be very Congolese. Even when I'm outside, I always like to present myself as a Congolese, but then the Zambian in me always comes out. But then again, I think I'm just a mixture of both. Yeah, considering that I've spent my whole life in Zambia.
Yeah. Have you visited Congo though?
No,
You've never visited Congo?
Never.
Really?
I don't even know if I want to visit Congo.
Well, Congo is just at the corner. You could visit Congo. It's not far. I mean, you should plan it.
I will. My dad encourages us to visit Congo one day because his relatives are may or may not be there. I'm not sure, but
You're more Zambian than Congo, honestly.
yeah. But I'll visit Congo one day.
All right. So tell us about Zambia. Like, what's it like being in Zambia? You know, I'm African and I didn't know anything about Zambia till I came to Rwanda. Like, Zambia is one of the, I don't want to say minor African countries, but like, it's one of the African countries that most people do not know anything about. You know, when you think of Africa, you're thinking of South Africa or Nigeria.
Yeah.
And then there are a lot more other countries that people do not know about, and Zambia is one of them. So tell us about Zambia. Let us know Zambia.
I think I would say Zambia is a very chill country. Like, It's quiet. It's very peaceful. There's no serious chaos going on in Zambia. That's what I can say. Because if you really want an escape in Africa, go to Zambia. You will live a very peaceful life. And and then, did you ask me what my favorite thing is about Zambia?
Yeah, you can tell us. I didn't answer, but sure, go ahead.
My favorite thing about Zambia is, I think, the unique culture. People have their own, there are 72 tribes in Zambia. Everyone has their own identity and specific culture, but at the end of the day, it's like they're all one. That's one thing I like about Zambia, the unity.
The unity, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, in just one country, we have over 72 tribes.
Yeah.
And in Nigeria, we have over 500.
Over 500?
Yes.
Oh my
That's
God.
the beautiful thing about Africa. There are 1,000 tribes in Africa, a lot. And most people think that we all speak English and French, perhaps, or Wakanda. Yeah. What's the capital of Zambia again?
Lusaka.
Lusaka.
Yeah, but we usually call it LSK.
LSK. Lusaka. And what do they speak? What language do they speak?
They speak
Like their official language
in Lusaka.
in Zambia.
In Zambia, the official language is English.
English.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said they have over 72 tribes.
Yeah.
And I believe languages too.
Yeah.
So do you speak any native Zambian language?
I do, but when Zambians hear me speaking their language, they're just like, you're not Zambian. That's why I don't really like to speak Zambian language.
What language do you speak?
I can speak a little bit of Nyanja.
Nyanja?
Yeah.
Tell us something in Nyanja.
What do you want me to
Look
say?
into the camera and say, welcome to She Is Africa podcast in Nyanja.
I don't know what.
Just try. Or say something, anything. Happy to be here, maybe.
This is my weakness.
No, it's all right.
Okay,
You don't have to if you don't.
No, but I can say how are you in
Yeah,
Nyanja.
sure, go ahead.
In Nyanja, the greeting goes like Ulibwanji.
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 Yes.
Ulibwanji.
That's like your
everyone.
friend, but if it's like an elderly person, you can say Mulibwanji, like
Mulibwanji.
respectfully.
Mulibwanji.
Yeah.
Mulibwanji to our older audience and Ulibwanji to the younger ones. Okay. Now, how was it like growing up in a Congolese household in Zambia? I can imagine the conflict of cultures you must have experienced growing up, because at home you're Congolese and you speak French.
Yeah.
And then you go to school and then you meet your Zambian friends who speak all these different languages. How was it like adapting?
Honestly, it was very hard, and it kind of made me, for me, growing up in such an environment made me, have a conflict between two identities. That's what I can say. Because in my house, we're brought up with the Congolese way of life. And then I go outside to school, meet new people, new friends. They're all Zambians. And I need to adapt to that. So I don't know. But like in my Congolese household, we're brought up with the Congolese music, Lingala. My dad speaks Lingala. He's a Kinois. A Kinois is like the people from Kinshasa, from the DRC.
Okay, so they speak Lingala.
Yeah, they speak Lingala. Okay. Yeah. And then, I don't know, most of my friends in school, they used to look at me as if I'm someone like who just doesn't belong. Even the very first days in school, obviously, because my English wasn't that good. I was more on the French and Lingala side. So, yeah, but with time, you know how Zambians are. They're very friendly people. So I was able to fit in.
Yeah. So for like me, as someone that's also grown up in a lot of different cultures, and that was just in one country, because I was born in Borno State, and then because of the war, we had to move, and I went to the Middle Belt. Borno State is the northern part of Nigeria. Then I went to the Middle Belt in Plateau State for my education, and it was really hard adapting because I was used to speaking Shua Arab in Borno State, and then now I have to adapt to speaking English, and they have all these different languages. So I can just imagine how it must have been for you. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Sorry. I hope this is not a stereotype, right?
Okay, tell me about it.
A lot of Southern Africans sound alike. And it's not just Southern Africans. I think that most Africans from a specific region sound alike, like West Africans, we kind of sound alike. Like if you hear a Ghanaian and a Nigerian speaking, it kind of sound alike, just like a few words that show the differences, right? And also in Southern Africa, because I know I have some friends from Zimbabwe and friends from South Africa, and they do sound alike. But you kind of sound different from them. I don't know if it's because you are Congolese living in Zambia, or Zambians do not sound like Southern Africans. Because I know like other Southern Africans, they call BAG, big.
Sorry, that.
But then, how do you pronounce BAG?
It's a bag.
Bag, exactly. You sound West African. Dude, you don't sound like your typical Southern African. So what's the whole dynamic there?
I wouldn't say it's because I'm Congolese or it's because I was born in Zambia. For me, okay, first of all, Zambians, they kind of sound like Zimbabweans in a way, and they also sound like Malawians. That's what I would say. But
you share borders with just
yeah.
two countries, right?
No, in some other countries are also, yeah. But for me, I don't sound like that because
you are you.
I've always been self-conscious about the way I speak. Yeah, so even though I sound right now, trust me, I built this brick by brick.
Period. Period.
Yeah.
Okay, for our next question, right? Do you think Africans truly understand one another across borders, or do we still have stereotypes and misconceptions that we carry about each other? I mean, I don't know if what I said about the way we sound is a stereotype, because I'm trying to correct stereotypes on this show, and I just brought up a stereotype.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, do you still think that Africans have stereotypes about each other?
I would say, in my own understanding, I can say, as Africans, there are different countries in Africa. What I can say is we're so much alike, but the stereotypes that we have and the misunderstandings is exactly what tries to make us diverge and divide us and stuff like that. But if we look at our culture, the way we relate to things and how we do things, I think we're so much alike.
Yeah.
Except the stereotypes. And these stereotypes, it's just a picture that people paint about a certain country, because we don't really know the country. You just read something online about maybe Zambia, and then you believe that's how Zambia is. So yeah. They're just stereotypes.
In that light, what are stereotypes that are out there about both Congo and Zambia that you want people to stop believing?
Let me start with DRC. The two stereotypes that most people have about DRC is that it's mostly associated with war and instability. Guys, DRC is not just about wars and instability, because my sister went to DRC about 3 years ago, and she told me her experience was like really, really good. She had a great time. The people are so good, the hospitality. Like besides, like behind the wars and all that, the misunderstandings, the conflict and whatnot, DRC is a good country. They have talent, they have good music, they have natural beauty.
Crack it.
Yeah. And then for Zambia, just because Zambia is a quiet country doesn't mean that it's not developed, and it also doesn't mean that it's poor. Zambia has rich people and the hospitality is really good. They're very friendly people. So yeah, I think those are some of the stereotypes about Zambia and Congo.
Let's even settle this here and now. So Victoria Falls, right?
Oh my
Some
goodness.
people say it's in Zimbabwe, some people say it's in Zambia. So tell us, Victoria Falls, where is it actually located?
Okay, Victoria Falls it's at the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe. So each of the countries has like a certain percent.
Oh yeah.
But then for me, growing up in Zambia, I always see people coming from all around the world. They'll come to Zambia, go to Livingstone to go and see the Victoria Falls. Never heard of someone who says, I want to go to Zimbabwe to go and see the Victoria Falls. So the Victoria Falls is in Zambia. But if you search on Google, you see that Google will say 75% of the Victoria Falls is in Zimbabwe. But for me, I would like to contradict that, because everyone comes to Zambia to see the Victoria Falls.
Period. You hear this from her, from a Zambian herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so behind us, we have the flag of Zambia. I don't know if I can stand up and just... So we have the flag of Zambia, right?
Yeah.
And from here I can see an eagle.
Yeah.
And then we have orange, black, and red, and then there's green. So what does your flag mean? Like, explain to us, why is there an eagle here and the colors? What exactly do they mean?
Okay, so the story behind our Zambian flag is very, very interesting because it represents everything it took for Zambia to have independence and for it to be where it is today. So the eagle on the flag means it represents freedom. The red represents the blood that the people, the freedom fighters, shed for us to have independence. The black stands for the people of color. I'm trying to use euphemism. The black people. Yeah. And then what else? The green? The green represents vegetation, and the orange represents the minerals that we have because we have a lot of minerals in Zambia.
So far, this has been an interesting conversation. Like, I'm also learning from this conversation with you because personally, I actually did not know a lot about Zambia, if I'm being honest.
I'm glad you now know.
Yeah, now I know. I know I've learned a lot from it, and we're glad to have you. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
But before we finally end this episode, right, I want you to look straight into that camera or this camera. No, that camera, right? And tell the audience one message you want them to leave this episode with. Like one thing that you want them to remember Congo or Zambia about.
One message that I want the audience or the listeners to go with is culture is not something that we should hide. I think culture is something that shapes us, something that gives us a sense of identity. So whatever your culture is, be proud of it. And just because you are in an environment where there are people who are from different countries or places, they were raised differently, this and that, do not abandon your culture and whatever it is that separates you from like the crowd. And then about Zambia and Congo, they're very good countries. And I am who I am today because I was raised in Zambia in a Congolese home. So, Congo Nabiso.
Thank you so much, Madam Esther. It was really nice having you on this episode.
Thank
you. This was a very interactive, educative interaction, sorry. And we hope to see you again, maybe someday.
Not maybe, of course.
Of course, we will see you. But you're the first person on our episode, so this is going down in history that you were the first person on the She Is Africa podcast. Thank you for coming. And thank you all for listening or watching to this point. It's been interesting. I'm sure if you've listened to it to this point, you can tell that it has been an interesting conversation. And we'll see you again because we have a lot more for you guys. We have different people from different African countries, and you're going to enjoy every bit of it. See you guys in our next episode. Bye.